So we will start in just 5 minutes. We will going to discuss about this how you can modernize your Angular app with these semantics that is newly introduced. So let's wait for some time. I had the topic already. So let's start. Let me try run the project first. So let's talk on more on how you can modernize your Angular app with migration semantics used. So there are few built-in migration semantics that you can use to modernize your Angular app and to simplify the adoption of latest framework features. So as we know, recently Angular 20 is released. So with that, there are lots of changes also we need to make in our application. Few things are depreciated and few things are introduced. So let's deep dive into how you can integrate those new features. And so the features that I'm talking about here mainly, so these are the projects that I used here. These are the many projects that I created uh, for this migration. So as we know in Angular, we have few commands like ng generate. So with that generate, we generally what we do, we basically like create components, services, directives, and all. But with that, we can also create we can also do migrate our projects also. So let me show you. So this is the basic structure that I have added here: ng generate, collection name, and semantic name. So which collection we are going to migrate. So we it will upgrade according to that. So if I go talk about let me start. Let me share the project so that you will get more clear idea what commands you can use. So here what we have these commands like ng generate, Angular core standalone. So you can use this to basically migrate your project to the complete standalone. So here what are the benefits of using this command? It basically migrate your project to standalone architecture. It convert all components, directives, and pipes to standalone entities, remove any unnecessary ng module classes. So with that you can easily migrate. So let me show you that also. Let me show you that. So let me share my screen with you. So now let's see how you can run those commands in your applications. So if I go, so we are on which command? We are on the standalone command. So let's go there. So suppose you want to migrate your project to the standalone. So you can simply copy this command. You can simply take this command and just run it in your project. It will migrate all the things to the newly according to the new versions. So if you see here, this is a new project, and if I run here this command, so you will get to know some choices like what migrations you need to do. So yeah, here if you see, So here, like I want to convert all my components to directives and pipes to standalone. So you can simply go to this and just run this command and just select whatever the options it will provide. So if you see here now, what it done is basically migrate all your components. So if you see here, it all your components it will migrate. So let's see on the changes what I'm talking about here. So here. So see here what it's how it is migrated all the things. So what things it required, it basically can take those things. So means these are the standard components. So it removed all this from the module and it migrated to so that now we can use that. So by default, it basically upgrade all your components. So I mentioned in the talk also. So remove any unnecessary bootstrap step or application the new standalone APIs and clean up more modular setup. So yeah, means with that command you can simply migrate your project to the standalone. And yeah, if I talk about so next command, next is so this is about the standalone. Let me run the project also. Previously they were standalone files, but now we have changes to the standalone. And one more thing you need to do here. So if you want to run this, if you want to make basically standalone components, so what you need to do, you need to update the maintenance also. So currently, what we have the Bootstrap application currently. So with the Bootstrap application, we can simply add that component, and with that we can do migration. So we done that. Let me show you that also. What changes I'm talking about. So this is the new way that we are going. I'm talking about. So here means we just simply give the component, and remaining components are uh, standalone. So yeah, you can simply pass a component here, and you can bootstrap that component only. And if you go to app config, so this app config is basically the routes part. So if you see here what providers we need to, so if you're using API, so you need to use this client, and if you want to pass the routes, new ways that you to add in your project if you're migrating to the new standalone component API. Next thing is talk about, let me open the presentation now. Replace it with presentation. Next thing is so here we talk about standalone component. Now we're going to talk about how you can generate the lazy loaded routes. So here if you see what we have, like we can create lazy loaded route like importing the simple module or simple component. And so that means it's so this command basically set what it does, it set up the uh, it sets up the lazy loaded route for application by configuring the component. And means now we can basically lazy load the components also. Previously it was only the modules, but now we have the functionality like we can lazy load the our components also. So here with this what it do basically, it generate the new module, If I add it here, let me remove these changes so that you will get clear understanding what changes we are talking about. So let's see. So how it clearly loads the routes. So as you can see here, it created a new module and it updates the routes also. So if we see here, what it done, do you use the load children to easily load the module. So this feature route is only this thing is only loaded when we are on this route. So yeah, you can use this also. So if I show you the example of it, let me show you that also. So the purpose of adding this router routed is if you want to use any route, you need to mention the router routed. So let me add it here also. So if you see here, this is our app. But currently, feature app is not working because we have not added the router outlet yet. So let's add this also. Let's command it for now. Just add outlet so that we see lazy load route it created. So as you can see here, now it loaded the feature route and what it basically this. So if you see here, we have this feature now. So this is the route that it load. Previously, we do not have that because the router link was not imported, and it is blank because we. And if we go feature, then we will get all feature out here. So let's see next command. So this is about entering lazy load route. We discussed about the standalone components. Next thing is how you can migrate a project with the control flow. Control flow is basically these modern like commands like if, for, structural. So these how you can migrate with this new approach because in your big in general in the big projects you do not need there are lots of repetitions are there. So means with this command you can simply at once you can simply migrate all your ng4 ngf blocks. So if I show you here now, this how you can migrate. So let me remove these changes so that you can see all those new changes. So now I run the command control flow. So this project is migrated to forward to templates. Yes. So this is a way to basically they are doing migration. They are so that is why we are waiting for it. So still it is running the command. Let me check. We have ng4. So yeah, we have ng4. Yeah, so currently we are on the control flow. Okay, yeah, now you can see here is it has done some changes. So let's see what changes it has done. So this is all a template change. So if you see here now, so previously we have the ngif. Now it migrated to the at the rate if, and same with the other blocks also. So here we have ng4, so it migrated to the for. So this is the benefit of using this semantic. And so here if you this we have the ngif, now we have at the rate if. So this is the benefit to use this migration block. Let me remove those changes again so that you can learn more about the another command. So we have seen this. Next we have services migration. Migrate that. So let me open that. So it basically this is a netted inject is a new thing that we have, and so this is the new way to inject the service. You do not need to add it in the constructor. You can simply add. So if you see here, do you want to migrate abstract classes? Migrate by default. So yeah, it means I need all the classes to should be migrated. So yes. So if using any service, it automatically migrated to the new one. And what are the benefits? Like what is this? Data is basically well, this inject services. Yeah, so basically to refactor constructor based dependency into motor inject function for a cleaner and more streamlined approach. So this is the motive behind this. So let's wait for some time so that it does a migration. Let me update the slide also. And one thing also keep in mind, I added a note also. So these commands will work on higher versions, like 19 plus it will work. because these are the new changes that are introduced. Few things are depreciated, few things are introduced. So if you run on the older versions, what it do, it basically throw an exception. So yeah, it is recommended to use that on the uh, higher versions. So now if you see here, so it migrated all the things here. So if you see title and all API, so API to inject, so it migrated all the things, data API. mm, so inject, so everything it is replaced with the inject. So this is a good approach. It makes code more readable, also more cleaner. And next thing what we have, so we have two more things left. Next thing is uh, signals. So if you are, means if you are using at the rate import, if you are using at the rate output, view child, so you can migrate all those things also. And so basically it basically make the things according to the signals. So if you, so we have this command and core signals. Let's run this now. So if you want to migrate emitters, so let me try it on a different thing. Let me switch the project also. Now let's run this command signals. If you want to migrate to signals, so what version it has? It has 19 version. Okay. Now let's try it on this one. So if there are any changes to migrate, then it will migrate those changes. So suppose if it has input output view child, so it migrate to that. So let me try it with the input. So it is preparing analysis. But it will migrate your change. Okay, so we do not have any input here currently, so that is why it is it does not anything migrate. But let me try it out with one more place. View child. So do I have view child here? We do not have. We have input here. Okay, so this is a old project because that is why it is not working. Let me try it out on the different project. Also, if you want to migrate single thing, so here means we have the different commands for it also, like signal and input and output migration. So we have more commands to migrate to the new version. So say the signal reactivity benefit, so means signals benefit and migration. Yeah, so let me try it out here. So do I have anything that I can migrate? View child. Okay, yeah, so here we have view child. So now, like, you can migrate that view child. So as I mentioned here, we have, we if we have anything like view child, output, so everything you can migrate here. So let me run this command, core signals for migration. Yes, it's not preparing analysis. So we have only one change, so in the bookmark component. So now what that is basically migrate to the new way. So here it done. So it means previously it was child. So now the view child changes to this syntax, link and port required. So yeah, you can use that. So yeah, this is signal. So that is why we use brackets also. So let's learn some benefits of using signals. What are the benefits signals? So Signal provide fine-grained reactivity without depending on RxJS or input change detection. It is easier to manage and reason about compared to traditional ONG changes. And with signals, Angular only re-renders what affected by signal to the better performance, and no need to manually trigger change detection or manage changes on zones. So there are lots of benefits of using signals, like depend is basically on the import change detection on the lifecycle logs. So everything it will migrated, and it is easier to encapsulate and reuse logic. So yeah, means there are lots of benefits of using signals. So you can try it out this command, and if you have any doubt or anything, you can share, you can comment it out here, and you can follow me on Twitter and feel free to share your doubts or chat discussion, and don't forget to tag me. This is my Twitter account so that you can use this. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Stay tuned.